Welcome, everyone, to this masterclass on modern luxury hospitality. Today, we're really focusing in on delivering high-quality, practical operational knowledge that you can literally take and apply in the field right away. We're going to look closely at the invisible architecture, the behind-the-scenes magic that separates a just good hotel stay from an absolutely unforgettable one. Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert, and I've got extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am so pleased to welcome all the students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We are incredibly excited to support your professional growth in this industry. This program is really designed to deliver trustworthy, premium education, guided by real-world AI-supported practices. Okay, let's take a quick look at our agenda for this explainer. First, we'll look at moving from transaction to relationship. Then, we'll dive into the CRM technology ecosystem. Third is capturing soft guest preferences. Fourth, we'll cover strategic benefits and revenue. And we'll wrap up with empowering the human connection. So, let's get right into Section 1, Transaction to Relationship, moving beyond the booking. In the highly competitive world of luxury travel, providing a spotless room, well, that's simply the baseline now. To truly stand out, we have to rely on what we call corporate memory. A customer relationship management system, or CRM, serves as exactly that. It's this invaluable centralized brain that collects, organizes, and analyzes every single piece of data a guest shares with us. Think about it. A brilliant front desk agent might change shifts, or your absolute best reservation manager might move to a different property. But the CRM, it makes sure the guest's unique preferences remain permanently embedded in the hotel's DNA. The knowledge doesn't just walk out the door when the staff does. Let's consider the difference between two fundamental service philosophies. Reactive service is basically just waiting for a guest to ask for what they need, like, say, calling down for extra towels. Now, contrast that with proactive service. This is having what the guest needs ready and waiting in the room before they even step foot in the lobby. By effectively using data, you completely transform a standard transaction into a highly personalized, proactive experience. And that practically guarantees long-term loyalty. Moving right along to Section 2, the CRM technology ecosystem, integrating the brain. To unlock its true power, your CRM must integrate flawlessly with your property management system and central reservation system. It's like a giant puzzle coming together. Let's see how this actually works in practice. When a guest makes a booking, the CRM instantly listens to the data. It checks for past stays and pulls up their profile. Instantly, the reservation is flagged for special requirements. For example, if the CRM notes a previous complaint about street noise, the system flags the new reservation and boom, the guest is automatically assigned a quiet courtyard-facing room without ever having to ask. It makes personalization entirely automatic. All right, Section 3, Capturing Soft Guest Preferences, the absolute power of data. We are now looking at the true lifeblood of our system. Building a personalized experience goes way beyond just recording a name and a credit card number. It requires tracking soft preferences. These are the small, vital details that actually create an emotional connection. We're talking physical comforts, like a preference for feather versus foam pillows, or always wanting a room near the elevator. Dining habits, like tracking favorite wines, or, crucially, severe allergies. Timing preferences, such as a habit of requesting early check-ins. Life events, birthdays, the names of traveling companions, and of course, loyalty status. These are the exact building blocks you need to orchestrate those moments of delight. Grounding this in a tangible example, just imagine a guest walking into their room after a super long flight. What do they find? Their absolute favorite brand of sparkling water, perfectly chilled on the desk, sitting right next to a handwritten birthday note from the general manager. No way, right? But this level of premium personalization isn't magic. It's the strategic, AI-supported application of your CRM data working beautifully behind the scenes. Let's shift gears to Section 4, Strategic Benefits and Revenue, Driving Business Value. Personalization isn't just about making guests smile, It's a highly effective tool for driving measurable business value. Consider the stark contrast in marketing strategies. On one hand, you have generic mass emails. That's sending the exact same promotional offer to 10,000 people and just crossing your fingers hoping someone bites. On the other hand, you have hyper-targeted campaigns. Imagine using your CRM to send a highly specific offer exclusively to past suite guests who have a documented history of booking spa services. This kind of hyper-relevance drives massive direct bookings, and it drastically reduces your reliance on expensive third-party booking sites. This data also completely revolutionizes revenue management. Consider the breakdown between standard room-only guests and your most valuable guests, or MVGs. By tracking spending behaviors across the entire property, seeing who frequents the bar, who books spa treatments, who uses the laundry services, we can clearly identify these MVGs. Actually, here's a surprising fact. They aren't always the people paying the highest nightly room rate. They're the ones utilizing the whole ecosystem. Understanding these behavioral patterns allows us to tailor bespoke loyalty rewards that keep these high-yield individuals returning year after year. Which brings us to our final and arguably most important section, empowering the human connection, turning data into emotion. Because listen, the most advanced, perfectly integrative technology in the world, it is completely useless if your staff can't translate that data into genuine human warmth. Instead of a standard, "Welcome to the hotel, can I have your ID?" imagine an empowered front desk agent checking their CRM notes and saying, "Welcome back, Mr. Smith. It is such a pleasure to have you with us for your third stay this year. We've made sure your favorite extra firm pillows are already in your room." Listen to how that immediately shifts the tone. It goes from a sterile business transaction to a deeply personal welcome. That right there, that is turning data into emotion. So the fundamental truth we have to remember is this: technology should never replace human warmth. It should seamlessly enhance it. A computer screen, no matter how smart its AI is, can never build an emotional connection on its own. Our ultimate goal is to use these tools to make every single guest feel like a uniquely valued person rather than just a confirmation number. That emotional connection is the true, enduring hallmark of high-end luxury hospitality. As we wrap up our time together on this explainer, I want to leave you with a final thought to ponder. As future hoteliers, how will you leverage CRM technology to enhance, rather than replace, genuine human connection in your own careers? I really challenge you to always put that emotional connection at the absolute center of your operations as you continue your professional growth. Thank you so much for joining me on this learning journey, and I wish you immense success out there in the dynamic world of hospitality.